Welcome to 2-Minute Tech Time. Today we're going to be gapping piston rings. Why do we need to properly gap piston rings? Because you can end up with something like this, okay? That there's a broken ring lead. So, first steps first, you're going to have to go and get the OEM specifications for what ring gap you require. Now, if you have added a turbo to your engine or you have simply souped it up, then you will need to make those ring gaps a bit more larger. How much? Contact your local friendly forum to see what other people have done. Easier than doing guesswork. Let's get stuck in. Now the first step is to fit the ring into the cylinder. So in this case we're working on an old V-dub, but it doesn't matter, it can be a block. Got the ring in here at the moment, now we need to square it off. You can have a fancy wank tool or use the piston itself, adhere it to common line. There we go. Let's make sure it's square. Beautiful. Now let's use some feeler gauges and measure that gap. If it's too big, that's okay. It's better to be too loose than too tight. Right, so I got my feeler gauges. I'm aiming for 22 thou because this is my top ring and I'm turbocharging. Yes, that's larger than the OEM spec, and in this case, doesn't fit. Let's pull this ring back out and file it. Go ahead and grab your file, and the ideal thing is to put it in a vise, but a pot of pansies will do. And what we want to do here is grab the ring, and we want to gently creep up on that gap that we're aiming for. But you want to go from out to in, not in to out, because we don't want to damage any of the surface coatings on that outer line, okay? So push it that way. Grind that way. Alright, so we've done some filing and we've reached our 22 thou gap. Square as applicable. Do the same for the other rings, but also don't forget your oil control rings. So now you're almost finished. All you need to do now is just simply deburr the edges of the rings themselves, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching.